Oftentimes people ask me about my expression that I like to say. I always like to say you cannot be angry and grateful at the same time. And I'm a big proponent of practicing gratitude in order to take anger out of your life for once and for good. And I recently posted something similar online, and a guy asked me, maybe you can't, which means that he's saying that he can be angry and grateful at the same time. My thought is that I don't want to be angry and grateful at the same time, and I'm not talking about the moment. I'm not talking about one given moment when you can feel angry and grateful at the same time. And yes, you can be grateful for the anger and so on and so forth, but as a force that actually pushes you to, as a force that produces action, or as a force that puts you into an action. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that a few years ago I realized that I live my life from the position of anger, and perhaps that's why I was not successful in anything that I was doing permanently. I have had some successes that I have registered, but then I go back to zero. And I wasn't happy with my production. I wasn't happy with the way I felt. And one day I realized that it is all because of the state of anger that I have been living in. And there are so many people, I still listen to them, big names in the podcast business, when they are promoting emotional suppression. No, it's a big no for me. It's not about suppressing your emotions. I've been through so many hardships. It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about changing your state of mind and of life for once and for good. Because how do you suppress emotions? I think about it as a band-aid to the problem. I think about it as a permanent, as a temporary solution to the problem, not taking care of the problem. People reach out to alcohol, to substances, to drugs, to antidepressants to suppress their emotions. But does it change their state of mind? Does it change the way they make decisions? Does it change their lifestyle? No. And I'm a big proponent for finding a solution that is going to be permanent and for once and for good. And only then you can start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, which was something that happened with me. And I can tell you right now that I'm not angry anymore. I mean, the same situations and the same people who have been driving me to the edge in the past, I don't pay attention. I don't let it internalize, and I don't let it take me and get me, because now I'm just a different person. And that's why I'm here to say again that change is possible. It is possible once you understand that you need it, and then you will figure out a way to make it happen. And I really would like to first thank you for following me, for subscribing for my channel, for leaving all the likes and the comments. This means the world to me, because this is what makes me wake up in the morning and think about something that I will do today to contribute, to help someone, to share a thought that may spark a thought in you and help you figure out what would be the next step to becoming a better version of yourself. Yes, subscribe for my channel. This means the world to me. And this gives me the push and the incentive to wake up and create and think about something that is going to be engaging and at the same time useful and helpful for others to change their life, to think about changing their life if they're not happy about it, which I was one like this. I wasn't happy with the results of my work and how I feel, and I didn't know what to do about it. I just literally didn't know what to do about it. I thought that suppressing your emotions and suppressing your feelings is the name of the game, and it is not. And I listen right now some big podcasters and people who are putting themselves out there on stage promoting emotional suppression, and I think that this is totally wrong. I don't think about this being totally wrong. I know it is totally wrong, because think about it. If you want to suppress how you feel, what does it mean? You're medicating yourself with some kind of force, which actually does not solve the problem. It is just putting a band-aid on it. It could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be antidepressants, it could be anything that actually, I mean, even going to psychologists. I've done a few psychology sessions, and they do help, but they don't get rid of the problem, so to speak. The problem is still there. It is working in the back of your mind. So once I realized that I was living my life angry, but I was doing everything possible not to show it, I realized that the problem stems from way beyond this emotional awareness. Yes, you need to be emotionally aware of what's going on, and you do need emotional intelligence. I agree with this. But what do you do when you're angry? You need to do something to stop the anger and to actually extract it from your guts for once and for good. Which means that you need to change the way you feel, the way you look at things, the way you understand things, the way you make decisions, the way you understand others, and not to pay attention to what other people say to you, not to pay attention to what other people say to you. And how do you do this? So the same person who have been causing to me so much anger, this person still exists, and the situation is in the past, so I cannot change it. The only thing that I can change is how I look at it. How many times we have heard this phrase, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. And I couldn't picture out how to do it until one day I did it. So this same person who was causing my anger during my entire life, because I didn't know any better, I decided to give this person a different meaning, to give him a different outlook in my mind, to think about him differently, to look to understand this person. Why did he do what he did? What caused it? And trust me, you can actually take a look at an elderly person and think about him as a broken child. I'm going to say it again. You look at an elderly person and you think about him as a broken child. Not as a child, as a broken child. Because I realized that if someone has been hurting you for so long, this person, there is like a almost 100% chance that this person has been hurt when he was young, just the way he's hurting you. And he doesn't even know it, because he doesn't know any better, because he hadn't done the work, because he takes work and he hadn't done the work on himself to understand and to change. So this is why I am such a big proponent of the change. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can always make the decision to take the first step into the right direction. Then you are going to be a better person, a better father, a better mother, better child, better co-worker, better friend. I hope this helps. I'm really happy to be able to share these thoughts. I'll work on it more. I always get excited to talk and share while I'm driving. So I'm going to wish you to have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. The day is beautiful and we have sun. After 11 days of no sun, we finally have sun, and this is how our life works, and this is how the seasons change, one after another, and after lots of suffering there is always something good that happens at the end. So this was your girl Silva, and I'll see you in my next video, and wishing you success. Talk soon.